First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the brothers who are pushing this truth all around the world. Today I want to get into some technology. Hopefully this is just the first video of many that I go into technology about. But in this video, I just want to focus on basically the internet through your wireless device, the cell phone, right? And if there's any way which this world and the devil, the so-called white man, is getting at Jake, right, with his philosophies, his paganism, his pagan traditions, his antichrist agenda, it's gonna be through Jake's cell phone, because Jake has his cell phone about 3.5 feet up his ass, right? And he can't fucking put it down, not even to let it charge to fucking 10% without fucking picking it back up. And if it were to do something productive, like gaining edification on a subject through the scriptures, or gaining knowledge of current events, government affairs, geopolitics, geoeconomics, that'd be one thing. But Jake's using it completely for folly and fucking wickedness, and it really is beyond pathetic. It's pathetic, and it's weak, and ultimately at the end of the day, it's gonna get to 2/3 of Israel completely fucking destroyed, and it's gonna even get a lot of Jakes who think they're in the truth, or who know the truth. It's gonna get them fucked up, because you're supposed to be dialing that shit down. The majority of your use of your device, and the majority of what you're doing online should be surrounding godly edification, or gaining knowledge, facts about the world around you, so you're not ignorant to Satan's devices. And I want to start, and this is how they get Jake with their fucking propaganda, with their bullshit, their advertisements, man. And this is just witchcraft, because this kind of shit right here puts demons on Jakes, puts spirits on Jakes, puts different philosophies and thoughts in your mind, in your heart, that Jake wakes up trying to achieve, trying to pursue, but it's all wickedness, man. All this shit you get from your daddy, the devil, man. And we all know that 2/3 of Israel, man, just loves the fucking white man, that you just would absolutely die to keep following in his wicked ass ways, So I'm gonna play this, and this is The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson. And Dwayne Johnson's father was a Judite. He was a so-called black man, and his mother was Japhetic, So that's why The Rock looks the way he does. But his popularity, his success, due to his ambition and drive, though it be wicked, is because he's a Judite, man. This is Judah right here, But the white man knows who you peon ass spicks and niggas and Native Americans are, and uses your big bro Judah, right? Because he has the influence over the tribes, being the leader. He uses Judah to get you all wrapped up, man, to get you snared up, get you nice and fucked up by the wiles of the devil, and you peon 2/3 Israelites, you love it, and even if you claim to know the truth, or the truth, you still fucking love it, love it so much you seriously can't put the shit down, you can't stop, with all the bullshit that comes with the phone and the internet. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
This one's for Earth. This one is for Earth.
Bingo. Boom. Love that one. Felt it.
Yeah, felt good. Hey Siri, read my schedule.
You have 25 appointments at 7:15,
Oh, look.
7:20.
You're on the telly.
With so many projects in the works, it seems like Dwayne Johnson can't possibly take on any more.
Well, that sounds like a challenge.
Okay, so that's enough of that. You see, like, he's immediately proud. He's a busybody in complete wickedness, getting his head shaved by the heathen. Getting your head shaved as an Israelite man, that's transgression. You're not supposed to do that. So that's contrary to the laws of the Most High. He's surrounded by sodomites. He got like a sodomite, two sodomite personal assistants to his left. He's not bothered by that at all. Going the way of the fucking heathen. Just loving Edomite sodomite company. And being a busybody, already being a millionaire. Television show, movies, products. I mean, you name it, this guy has it, and he still wants to do more. That's wicked as all hell, man. That's proud. That's lusting after the ways of this world. He already has everything that a man could need or want, and this dude wants to do more. Guess where he gets that from? His daddy, his baby daddy, the damn devil, the so-called white man. That's who he gets it from. Because that's exactly what the so-called white man is. He's human swine. He can't be satisfied. He done raped, robbed, murdered every inhabitant on planet Earth, including Israel, and he still goes in on everybody every damn day, right? Because his desire can't be fulfilled. He's a virus. He's a cancer. He's got to keep going until the host is completely destroyed. And here goes the Rock following suit, following his daddy. Holding on to his belt loop. And then you peon ass Israelites out there, you 2/3 Israelites who are taking absolutely no steps to get right, no steps to control your behavior, no steps to suppress your fucking internet use, absolutely no steps towards controlling your dependency on your device. You follow motherfuckers like this in complete vain, in vanity. Alright? So I want to start off with 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Man, and that's you 2/3 of Israel, man. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, primarily the women, but seeing as how you men are effeminate as all hell, you're right behind them. Or you're actually toe-to-toe with them, man. With your selfie-taking ass. Alright? And you are completely ignorant of Satan's devices. Completely ignorant. And it doesn't matter if you know the truth or not. You're still ignorant of his devices because you spent the majority of your motherfucking day, any free moment that you have, on the device that's preaching to you the ways of this world. Man, albeit that some of you out there will actually take a small part of the day to get edified, look something up of value. But I'm talking about majority here, man. You have an imbalance, and a false balance is an abomination to the Most High. You have a complete imbalance, completely lopsided balance to how you're using your device, or how your device is using you, and what you're seeing on your device, through various forms of media, apps, that the fucking internet gives you. Okay. Exodus 7 and 8, and you're amazed by it. Really, Jake is a brute beast, man. 2/3 of Israel, y'all are brute beasts. And when you see the latest device or the latest vehicle, the latest innovation, you're just completely amazed by it. Once again, thinking that your master, the so-called white man, gots to be, God, or something higher than man, because he's bringing you all these gifts, all these gifts that seem like they do magic, So I want to read Exodus 7 starting at 8, because this shit goes all the way back, to the days of Egypt, man. There's no new thing under the sun. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, When Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, Show a miracle for you, then thou shalt say unto Aaron, take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. And Moses and Aaron went in unto Pharaoh, and they did so as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. All right. So everybody pretty much knows this story, man. It was like in that Disney movie, man. And you know, we got people who got brought up in the church, you know, since little. Y'all know this story too. All right. 11. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt, and they also did in like manner. And this is the first point I want to make, is yes, these heathens, starting with the Edomites, so-called white men, they got smiths, sorcerers, magicians, warlocks that can do the same miracles or pretty similar to the miracles that the men of the Lord can do. You know what I'm saying? But you're not supposed to be deceived by that shit. You know, you're not supposed to be in awe of this motherfucker's devices with his phones with retina scans and video chat and all this fucking horse shit, man. Who gives a fuck? You know, they have similar enchantments of the men of the Lord, right? But they don't have the power of the Lord. You know, they're not the Most High's children, who's going to end up being greater than all the bullshit you see now and all the bullshit that happened in Egypt. And here's the second point. For they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rod. So you see that? The power, the spiritual power in righteousness that Aaron had, right? Because he was following the commandments of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, swallowed up the other men's rods, who also turned into serpents. You know? Letting you know that there's levels to this shit. You know, and the Most High, he's top tier, man. That's it. You know, that's why he's called the Most High, because there's nothing higher than the Most High power, Yahweh. And when you are an Israelite, you know, the hopeful elect, a 1/3 or a member of the 144,000, these are the blessings and the gifts that you should be seeking out, man. Not investing your whole life and your whole time, you know, and all your spare time and leisure time in the devices of Satan, you know. All right, I want to read 1 Corinthians 15, starting at 51. You know, and here the scriptures go into some of those blessings and some of those gifts that we're going to receive at the end, you know. But you got to hold out on the bullshit right now, because if you want to dwell in the wickedness of this world and constantly be on your fucking phone, constantly being on the internet and using the devices of the fucking devil, guess what? You're making a trade-off. That's an imbalance, all right? So if you want your bullshit right now, you're not going to get the good shit later on, okay? 1 Corinthians 15:51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible. That's the spiritually dead Israel, right? And we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So there you go, man. Israel's going to receive, the elect of Israel is going to receive immortality. You know, but the 2/3 of Israel, man, you're going to have to die first. You're going to have to know death through pain, all right, death by pain. And then when you wake up on the other side in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to have 1,000 years of shame, man. And 1,000 years is just barely enough time to get it through your thick skull that you need to put your phone down, get it out of your face, and pull it out of your ass. Put it down. All right? If there's not edification or education in a sense going on through that device, man, put it away. Go for a fucking walk. I don't know. Figure it the hell out, man. Have a salad, shit. You know? But calm down with that shit. 1 Corinthians 15:54. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. So this is just one thing, among many. And there's also instances in the Bible where Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he did what's called, so-called in the world today, teleportation or instant transmission, like it's called in Dragon Ball Z, because he had to dip out. Those several times where the crowds wanted to kill him, but it wasn't time for him to die, so he had to dip out, and he used things like this, his spiritual powers to evade death, until it was time for him to do so. And right here I brought up a little clip on Dragon Ball Z because I know how you Jakes just love Dragon Ball Z, man. Alright, so I'm gonna play a little bit of it.
In just 1 year, I perfected instant transmission. Learned what? That's amazing. Can you demonstrate it? Demonstrate? Yeah, sure. For this move, you focus hard, but not on a place, on a person. Then you lock onto their energy. After that, you immediately go to wherever they are. Now, where do I want to travel first? I know. 3, 2, 1. He's gone! Nice. You've perfected a parlor trick. Just high-speed smoke and mirrors. Oh, yeah? Recognize these?
Alright, so he went where someone was, I guess that was old dude, and he brought back his shades, to prove that he went there and came back. But anyways, that's instant transmission right there, or so-called teleportation, and that's just another ability that if you hold out, man, and you limit yourself on the use of these devices, man, you're supposed to be a user of the world, not abuser. And what I see every fucking day in and day out is 2/3 of Israel is straight abusing their device, man. You're abusing the internet, with absolutely no moderation or fucking control, and a complete lack of complete lack of respect and consideration for the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, And that's just one of the blessings. Now another one, right? Another form of spiritual power is what the world calls extrasensory perception, or ESP, also called sixth sense. Includes claimed reception of information not gained through the recognized physical senses. All right, so pretty much communication with the mind. That's another spiritual power, that was exercised in the scriptures, primarily by Yahushai. Right, he knew men's hearts. You know what I'm saying? He was a discerner of spirits, but he literally knew men's minds. He could know exactly what was in their heart and what they were thinking. Man, there's gonna be other abilities, man, like the mighty men of old, the mighty men of Israel, like Samson. Even King David. They did great feats, man. King David, he killed a lion with his bare hands, and we all know what Samson did, right? So there's going to be extraordinary strength as well, There's also going to be the ability to manipulate the elements, and if you have an ear to hear this, then go for it. If you have the faith to deal with this, then all praises Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But if you flat out don't believe in this, right? And you want to take your little consolation prize during this lifetime, man, I'll see you in the kingdom then. Alright? Because that ain't going to be me. Alright? You need to get your mind right with what you want, what it is, who it is you want to be in Israel. Do you want to be a hopeful elect? Possibly a hopeful member of the 144,000? Or do you want to be the 2/3 of Israel that sacrificed Yahushai and can't get right? A skittled hair cuck boy, or a complete whore. You got to make a decision. Alright, I want to read 1 Corinthians 7:31. And they that use this word as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. So fuck whatever this world got to offer, man. Fuck an iPhone, dude. Fuck 5G, fuck 4G, Fuck Snapchat, fuck Facebook, man, fuck it all, dude. Who gives a shit? You know? And if it's going to pass away, if it's going to be counted as shit by the end of the day, why are you investing so much of your damn time on it or in it? You know? Why is it got to hold it on you? You know? Why are you letting these philosophies, right, run your shit, man? You know? 32. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, and how he may please his wife. You know, and the wisdom of the scriptures, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is called Sophia. You know, it's a woman. You know, and I'm going to bring that out in a second, right? But if you're wrapped up with the affairs of this world, man, you know, I'm going to read it again, 33. But he that is married, right, you're married unto this fucking bullshit, careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife, you know. And women, strange women, you know, right, they represent the philosophies of this world. So you're too wrapped up in not only pleasing yourself, but pleasing the world by pursuing these philosophies, these vain traditions of men, man. Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. So what are they drunk with? What are they staggering? What is 2/3 of Israel, right? You blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, who just can't get the phone up from out your butt, right? You're drunk, man. You're staggering. You can know the truth all day long. But if all 80, 90, 100% of your free time is scrolling through bullshit, right? Then you're drunk, man. You're staggering, right? But not with wine, not with strong drink, with the philosophies of this world, man. That wine, you know, that drink that's in the cup, that's in the hand of this damn whore Babylon, man, which is these so-called white people's Edom's pride and joy, man. So you're following suit with Esau Edom, man. You know, it don't matter if you know that they're the oppressor, that they're the devil, the man of sin. You know, it doesn't matter if you know that they're the Antichrist. You know, if you know all those things, you need to apply those things, and you need to start controlling your damn self, right? And limiting yourself on these damn devices. All right, and I want to read this as an article, Crisis Magazine, September 9, 2015. And I just want to read the little precept that this man put up. Television, the devil's tabernacle, right? So when television first came out, right, it was being called the eye of the devil's eye, and the devil's tabernacle, right? And my point is, if that's what they were calling television, well, what the hell would you call the internet? That's got to be the devil's butthole, man, you know, or the devil's toilet, you know, because damn, you know, the internet swallows TV up in damn wickedness, man. And you even got this shit that's called the fucking dark web now, man, which even some fucking how is more wicked than the fucking internet, you know. All right, now here it is, Matthew 6:22 and 23. The lamp of the body is the eye. If your eye is sound, your whole body will be filled with light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be darkness, man. And if the light in you is darkness, how great will the darkness be? You see that? So the shit that you put into your fucking eyeball, right, actually corrupts not only your eye, your heart, which is your mind, and your spirit, but your whole fucking body, man, with all them negative vibrations that you're rocking through your whole body, and you wonder why you feel like fucking shit every day, man. You know, you're just drenched in wickedness, but you're doing it voluntarily, man, which makes it fucking worse. All right, Revelations 14, starting at 3. Okay, and this is that wine right here. Okay, and the elect men, you know, starting with the 144,000 king and priests, right? Starting with the 144,000 kings and priests, they're not gonna deal with this bullshit, man. You know, their eye is on the prize, so to speak, right? They're not going to invest all their leisure time and spare time in the bullshit of this world, right? They're going to be focused on the kingdom, you know, pushing the word in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you know. So Revelations 14:3, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth, right? And these same individuals, these same men, along with the elect, the 1/3 of Israel, they're going to be redeemed from the earth. You 2/3 Israelites, whether you know the truth or not, who can't separate yourself spiritually from this world, starting with your fucking cell phone and the internet, right? Guess what? You won't be redeemed from the earth. It's just common sense, man, plain and to the point. Someone's got to say it, man. Revelations 14:4. These are they which were not defiled with women. There we go again. Strange women. Those are the philosophies of, starting with Edom, Esau, the so-called white man, the devil, but the rest of these heathen nations too, because you know you got a lot of gooks, ragheads, and dotheads that are making these devices for the damn devil. All right, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. Why? Because they invested their time with Sophia, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They didn't go whoremongering with all this vain bullshit, you know, that you find where? In your fucking cell phone, you know, on the fucking internet through your bullshit apps. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and unto the Lamb. Proverbs 4, starting at 5, and this is where they talk about Sophia, man. You know, this is the only woman that you should be dealing with, man. Not the women, not the literal whores that are in your phone, and not the strange philosophies, the strange women that you go after, you pursue. Whenever you can't put your fucking phone down, man, you're sitting there, you're lusting after women, you're coveting other men's lives, you're envying other men's properties, you want this man's car, you want that man's woman, you know, all transgression, man. And that's all you do day in and day out when you're fucking mindlessly scrolling through your fucking bullshit. All right. 5. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline the words of my mouth. 6. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Right? And you don't love knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You wouldn't love her, right? Because it says up here, love her, and she shall keep thee. You don't show love for her if you're investing all your time with these other bitches. All right, your time primarily, now there's a balance to everything, your time primarily should be wrapped up with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know, of the words of the scriptures. And if not that, then edification by other means, you know, watching the news, keeping up with geopolitics, you know, the state of the economy, the state of the dollar, and things of that nature, you know. But the majority of your time, you know, if you claim to love Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and love the words of Yahweh, right, and love Sophia, right, then love her and she shall keep thee. But guess what, right? If you faking the funk and you're just into bullshit, right, day in and day out, you're just into straight horse shit on your phone, right, then she's not going to keep you, bro. All right, you're not going to find that redemption. Okay, and like I said, man, you can know your tribe, you can know the names, right, you can know prophecy, but your actions throughout your day to day, that's what's going to speak for you, bro. All right, 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. 8. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. And here we go, man. This is a big point right here. Pay attention. Proverbs 4:9. She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. So if you invest yourself into Sophia, right? Love, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the words of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, you're going to get that crown of glory. But if you don't, and the majority of your time, free time, outside of school, work, and your duties, right, is invested into fucking whores, booty pics, twerk videos, fight videos, Snapchats of people who are in the fucking world doing fucking absolutely nothing with your life, but there you are, watching, entertaining yourself, envying, being covetous, wanting that shit for you, and you don't got to say that shit out loud. The Lord knows what's in your heart, bro, and I say bro because I'm talking to the brothers, the men, first and foremost, of Israel, right? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, but this goes 10 times more so to you sluts, man, right? To the women, the Black, Hispanic, Native American women who ain't trying to get right. Now I know there's sisters out there who are trying to get right, so if the shoe fits, wear it type shit. Alright, this is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man, and that's Israel, man, Black, Hispanics, Native Americans. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. So you start getting that there's that theme, man. There's a theme going on throughout these precepts. Because thou hast rejected knowledge. How do you reject knowledge? Well, you have knowledge at your fingertips. You can get edified on the words of Yahweh at any point in time. You can watch videos from the brothers on the highways and byways at any point in time. But what are you doing? You're rejecting knowledge for a fucking World Star compilation. I will also reject thee, because you rejected the time to do that in, right? You rejected that opportunity. That thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. And that's exactly what you're doing when you invest most of your time in the horse shit that's on your phone. I will also forget thy children. Wow, look at that. So not only you, but guess what? You done condemned your household too, because if you're a man from the nation of Israel, your woman and your household, your children, follow under you. So if you ain't right, then how the hell is your household gonna get right? Revelations 17:2, right? So you got to stop going after these strange women, man, these strange philosophies. You need to stop being entertained by wickedness. All right, stop letting your life be consumed by all this bullshit that's on your phone, man. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. All this is spiritual fornication from Edom, Esau, and the heathen nations. And the 2/3 of Israel who aren't going to get right are drunk and staggering with this shit right now. More so than ever, And then for the men who are in the know and who have the understanding of these scriptures, you know that between the millennial or the generation Y and the generation Z, right? These are the Israelites who gave up Yahushai and who crucified him, right? Why do you think they call it Generation Z? What letter in the alphabet comes after Z? No letter. That's when the alphabet ends, man. We're at the end of this damn thing. That's why you got to get your head out of your ass along with your phone. Alright? 17:4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations. So you're drunk and staggering with that shit that you see day in and day out, scrolling through your piece of shit device, right? Guess what you're doing, man? You're being entertained slash you are admiring abominations, man. That's what you're doing. You're listening to them too, right? Because your entertainers are abominations. These females are whores, man. And Israelite women ain't supposed to be no fucking whores. Alright? And the men of Israel that you listening to, that you think go oh so hard, right? They're sodomites, man. If they ain't open sodomites, then they bending over, bro, in the background, bro, behind the curtains. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't gonna put it on the track like that, you know? They're gonna make your dumb ass think that they hard as all hell, you know? They ain't no men. And filthiness of her fornication. And that's what you're into. You're into filth, man. Alright? And if you're striving to make changes in your life and get more into this truth, right? More into the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which you should be, right? To be a hopeful member of the elect, the 1/3 or the 144,000, then you're gonna start putting this shit away, man. It's best to sit in complete silence and stare at the paint dry on the wall than to be scrolling through your shit, man. Isaiah 28:7. But they also have erred through wine, and through strong drink are out of the way. The priest and the prophet have erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up of wine. They are out of the way through strong drink. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment. And this right here, man, it's even talking about the men who are trying to get right. And even they, you know, if someone who's strong in the spirit, who's trying real hard to enter the kingdom of heaven, right? If even they are susceptible to staggering and stumbling, right? How much more so someone who's not trying a damn thing, someone who's exercising absolutely no self-control, you know? You're going to condemn yourself and the people underneath you, okay, if you don't get your shit together. All right. Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So that's the only reason the internet exists. Did the Most High put forth the internet? Yes, he did. Why did he do it? So his word can go out into all the nations, to all four corners of the world, because that was prophecy. And you couldn't do that before 1991 because the internet wasn't around. You know, only now in 2019, since 1991 until right now, right, is the word, the true word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, available to all four corners of the world, in all countries, in all languages, right? Because it's literally floating through the air, man. If you don't get it from cell phone towers, right, you can get it from satellites. All right, there's no excuse. Like I said before, man, we had wireless internet in Iraq. You can get it anywhere. When you go online with your gaming console, you can see where people are playing from in the world. And dead ass in the middle of damn Africa, dead ass in the middle of the desert in the Middle East, dead ass out there in New Zealand, you have people online playing these damn games, man. You know, so therefore the word has reached all four corners of this thing's wrapping up, bro. You know, and then shall the end come. So because of that, we're too close to the end. For the men of Israel, you know, most of these women are lost, man. 99% of these women, y'all are out of here. All right. So I'm speaking of the men, the hopeful elect. All right. Primarily, right, and the sisters who are hearkening to this word. Okay. But these men, if you don't get your shit right, you're not gonna be able to take care of your woman or any women that fall underneath you. Okay. And you yourself aren't going to get right if the majority of your time is spent bullshitting, right? How the fuck you gonna have 5 social media apps as a man? All right, that's something a woman would do. Okay, you need to stop that shit. Joshua 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. You see that? Day and night. This word, it wasn't possible for this word to be preached day and night in the ancient world, right? Around the time that the scriptures were being written, were being played out. Okay? This is prophecy right here. This actually didn't come to pass until the 90s when the internet came out, all the way until now. Now you can find the word day and night. I don't give a shit what time of day it is, what day of the week, it doesn't matter. You're going to find the word. You go online, you're going to find the word, man. There's going to be a man of the Lord who's going to be kicking this word. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. And that's what you want, man. You want true spiritual prosperity and true success, right? Which is being redeemed, man. Which is redemption, and being ultimately looking for mercy and wanting to be saved out of this fucking shithole called America, man, which is Babylon according to the scriptures. So I just want to bring up when the internet was first made public, man, because it's important, because it's been all downhill from there. After the internet went public, the prophecies have just been rolling, you know what I'm saying? And we still got a few to go before the before shit really turns up, you know. You know, the next big one's going to be like the mark of the beast, you know, the RFID chip. All right. World Wide Web is an information space where documents and other web resources are identified by URLs interlinked by hypertext links and accessible via the internet. All right. English scientist Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in 1989. He wrote the first web browser in 1990. While employed at CERN, right? So, and CERN is, if you don't know, you can look it up on your own, but they're a nice little company, group of scientists that are trying to play God in Europe, you know, recreate black holes and shit like that. Near Geneva, Switzerland, the browser was released outside CERN in 1991. So there you go. And I remember it wasn't like inside your average home until the late 90s, like 1997, you know, is when they really started putting out the first desktops, you know, with internet capability. All right. But after that, man, you know, the time's been ticking ever since then, man, because that truly is information at all four corners of the world. All right. I also want to bring up Generation Z and the millennials, man, just to make a point, because the millennials and Generation Z, they were either born or being brought up through their adolescent years, right, during the 90s and 2000s when the internet was being brought out. You know, you got screwed, man. You know, these generations got screwed because people from previous generations, right, they remember the old ways. So detaching themselves from this fucking bullshit is not as hard for them. But for you millennials and you which is Generation Y, right, and Generation Z, right, it's harder for you to do so, but that's no excuse. You need to do it. All right. So, also known by a number of other names, is this demographic cohort after the millennials, right? Generation Y. There is no precise date for when Generation Z begins, but demographers and researchers typically use the mid-1990s, internet was already out, to mid-2000s as starting birth years, right? And anybody who was a kid or a teenager, so-called, being brought up in the 90s, you were susceptible to this damn brainwashing too. There is little consensus regarding ending birth years. Most of Generation Z, and look, they put it right here, man, within the first paragraph on Wiki, when you wiki Generation Z. Most of Generation Z have used the internet since a young age and are comfortable with technology and social media. Comfortable with they're more than comfortable, man. I guarantee you, you can't survive without it. You can't live without it. You will literally kill your fucking self, or you will spiral into depression, have great anxiety. That's exactly what will happen, man, because you've been holding a device with internet on it since you were in fucking diapers, man, or since you were a teenager. You know, if you're a millennial, right? So this shit controls you, man. You don't control it. You know what I'm saying? Just another denotate, like that's another thing that you males, you adult males of Israel, right? Because you ain't men, all right? You're adult males, all right? Because when you let a device run you like that, and social media run you, you're one of two things. You're a fucking child, right? Or you are a fucking woman, all right? Just flat out, right? Real plain, real to the point, all right? Proverbs 26:16, all right? But, you know, as I go in and I say things like that, I already know that, you know, the 2/3 of Israel who aren't going to get right, you know, you're already forming thoughts in your own head like, what the fuck does this dude know? Blah, blah, blah. I get hoes. Woo, woo, woo. You know, I'm doing things. You know, I gotta listen to the newest mixtape of some sodomite, faggot ass rapper. You know, but let me tell you that the scriptures, right, and more importantly, the Most High, Yahweh, He got your number, bro. All right, you can fool yourself, bro, and you can scoff and mock all you want, but the Most High got your number, bro. And here it is. Proverbs 26:16 in the King James Version. The sluggard, and that's what, when people depend on devices, that's what you are. You're a sluggard and you're a sloth because you depend on your device to do everything for you instead of you doing it your fucking self. Alright? The sluggard is wiser in his own conceit than 7 men that can render reason. Barney Version. A sluggard is wiser in his own eyes than 7 people who answer discreetly. Alright, so in your own mind, you're so blind, you're so wicked, you're so brainwashed, and you're so into this world, right, that you actually see yourself wiser than 7 men of the Lord, right? And you're gonna say shit to yourself that's gonna convince you that using your fucking device as much as you do and using it in the way and the manner that you do is actually a fucking good thing, you know? But you're playing yourself, man, just like a child would, just like a woman would. You know, you're fucking playing yourself. All right, and that's the spirit that the 2/3 of Israel has on it, man. You know, you got pride on you, and you're always gonna rationalize your fucking bullshit with vain ass opinions and vain ass philosophies, you know. But there's been people throughout history, and even Edomites, that know that, and heathens that know that it's all bullshit. You know, they know that cell phones are bullshit. They know that technology, communications technology, and wireless communications technology is all bullshit, right? So even if a Edomite, a so-called white person, a devil, can understand that, what the fuck is wrong with you as being an Israelite? Okay, and there's one quote right here I want to read real quick. It says, life is not complex, we are complex. Life is simple, and the simple thing is the right thing. And those are the words that you find in the scriptures are simple, therefore they are correct to do, and they don't lead to abomination, filth, disease, murder, any of that wicked shit. Alright, so it's letting you know that life itself is simple. Okay, life is simple, therefore keep your shit simple. And when you go in and start fucking around with these various apps, doing this, that, and the third with your phone all fucking day long, all you're doing is complicating your fucking life, man. You are drenching yourself, submerging yourself in wickedness. Alright. Here's another quote. It says, and this is by another Edomite right here. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Now, a lot of you think you're so fucking smart, especially these damn women. The more a woman knows about a device or a cell phone, right, the more puffed up with pride she gets, and she actually fucking thinks that she's smart. I see it in women more than I see it in men, right? Hey, but you got those effeminate males in Israel, right, that believe in this shit too, right? They got the latest iPhone. They tell Siri to fucking do everything. They video chat instead of just use the phone, man. Just use the phone. All right? You don't got to complicate shit, all right? But they have convinced themselves that they're somewhat more sophisticated or more intelligent or have a higher education than people who don't. And that is a fucking lie, all right? They have deceived themselves. Why? Because the ultimate sophistication is what? Simplicity. Actually, the ultimate sophistication is not having a fucking phone at all. So it doesn't further complicate your life, making shit more complex than it has to be. All right. Now this is another article that I found and I thought I would bring up. All right, and these articles were way too easy to find, man. I'm telling you, just like Google search it, and anyone with the fucking brain is gonna be talking about this. All right, a digital myth: technology doesn't make life easier. No shit. The truth is simply this: technology makes tasks easier, but it does not make our lives easier. All right, so it brings that pepperoni pizza with abomination on it. It shoves it into your mouth faster, right? It gets you quicker through the drive-through with your bacon double cheeseburger for your fat ass, all right? But it doesn't make your life easier, okay? Right? All bloated and shit, you know, riddled with ailments because you can't get your diet right, you know. Whether we are talking about replacing rocks with washing machines or rotary telephones with mobile video chat devices, technology, in fact, makes our lives more complicated. And you ever hear that term or phrase that stress is a killer? So if stress is a fucking killer, why the fuck would you complicate your life with this bullshit? To raise your stress so you can fucking die sooner? Wow. But I mean, you know, people love this world, man, even if it kills them, right? They're ready to die for the devil's bullshit. All right, I want to look up this definition of complex, where complication comes from. All right, a whole made up of complicated or interrelated parts. And I want to look up synonyms, which means words that are similar to it. The first word is establishment, man. You know, like the establishment we fucking live in today, Babylon, which means confusion. Okay? And look right here, synonyms. The world is trying to convince you that you are sophisticated if you complicate your life, which is fucking stupid, man. It is stupid. Sophisticated. All right? Now look at the antonyms, which means the opposite of, right? This is the opposite of complex. Plain. Simple. All right? So if you keep your life plain and simple, man, trust me, you got the relief of stress, okay? And you're not so much entangled into the ways of this world, right? And you're actually gonna bring mercy upon you by separating yourself from the world, right? As the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai want you to do, order you to do, right? But if not, right, you keep on going this way, guess what, man? You got a nuke with your name on it. You got a missile with your name, and anybody who's under you, you got a nuke with y'all's names clear across that motherfucker. Alright, and another thing that takes a hit is people's communication skills, man. Millennials and your Generation Z's primarily. Alright? Your 30-somethings and 20-somethings and teenagers out of the nation of Israel, man, they're screwed. They have no skills. They have no people skills. They have no communication skills. They have no life skills because they've never lived life, right? They've never had to communicate formally, right? And absolutely, their form of socializing is animalistic. It's very vain. It's very short. You scroll left or right on people's images. Find the person you want to hook up with them. You know, have unwanted children. You know, spread disease, and then you move on. You know what I'm saying? Very animalistic, bro. Like cockroaches do that shit. Okay. Ecclesiastes 4:9, and this is true fellowship, not this bullshit Facebook fellowship. Right? This is fellowship right here. All right. This is brotherhood. You know, unity, camaraderie. You know, this is what it's supposed to be like. Not a Facebook picture like, not a selfie like, not a Snapchat conversation with your another man's woman. Okay. 4:9. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. 4:10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth. And when you live in your own little individual fucking life in your stupid fucking phone through your dumb fucking apps, right? Guess what? You're alone, bro. You don't have brotherhood. Okay? And it says destruction to him that is alone when he falleth, man, because you're not going to get back up. Because you made yourself weak by being a fucking selfish, self-centered, conceited asshole. Okay? For he hath not another to help him up. And good, man, because you don't deserve anyone to help you up if that's the world you want to follow. If you want to be a child, a giant kid, if you want to be a fucking woman, alright, you know, knock yourself out. But don't rely on a brother, right, to help you out of your shit once you stumble into it. Alright? Look, this is too easy. It's so easy that I couldn't even pick one article. And I'm just going to read the titles of all the ones that came up. You know, current generations lack communication skills. 2 reasons why millennials leaders struggle with communication. Millennials are struggling with face-to-face communication. Millennials struggle to pass life skills. Wow. The skills millennials lack are adversely affecting their careers. Man. Why do millennials have poorer conversational skills than previous generations? Golly. You know, do millennials really lack soft skills? Yeah, man. You millennials, and then if the millennials are this bad, right? You're 30-something, late 20-something-year-olds. Oh, man. You mid and young 20-year-old Jakes and you teenage Jakes, you're fucked, bro. You know, you're far worse. Far worse, you know. Alright, and another thing that takes a hit is your mental health, right? You know, you might be proud in all the bullshit that you know, you finger around in your phone, you know, proud of your social media account, you know, your little profile, your little pictures with their likes and shit, right? This is what you're doing to yourself because you do all this shit in ignorance, alright? 6 ways social media negatively affects your mental health. Wow. Social media and adolescents and young adults' mental health. New studies show just how bad social media is for mental health. Is social media affecting your teens' mental health? How social media affects mental health. Alright? Social media is terrible for mental health, but yet, you bitch-made niggas and spics, man, just can't get off the fucking Facebook. Can't stop Snapchatting, man. It's fucking pathetic, man. It's childish and it's womanly, right? You're effeminate and you're weak in the head, right? And if you're weak in the head, it doesn't matter what your exterior is like. I don't care what you can live or what you can run, right? You're a woman in the head, a female, right? And to the Lord, right? To the Most High, to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, an effeminate man is just as much as an abomination as a faggot, alright? So why don't you chew on that for a little bit. Look at this. Fact check how social media affects your mental health. Detecting depression and mental illness on social media. So if you're a person, right, and I know you men are proud, we women even more proud, right, to admit any weaknesses. Oh, not me, blah blah blah, depression, anxiety, this and that. Yeah, you live in this fucking shithole Babylonian society. Yeah, you're gonna be vexed in the spirit, right? But if you suffer from those things, and you can lie to everybody, but you're not gonna lie to you're not gonna lie to me. You're not gonna, you can try to lie to yourself. You're not gonna lie to yourself. But if you're suffering from these things, right, and you continue to use social media at the rate that you do it at, at the intensity that you do it at, day in and day out, you know what? May the Most High cast down prime judgment for your ass, right? Just like the Mexicans say, para que te quite, right? Because you're hard-headed, bro, and you don't understand that you need self-fucking control, and you need to limit yourself from Satan's fucking devices, man. Starting with your cell phone, with the fucking social media apps, and the fucking internet in all its forms. Okay? And another thing that's happening is not only are you participating in like the Babylonian way of life, right? Because this Babylon ran by the devil, Esau, Edom, so-called white man. All right. But ultimately, man, at the end of the day, this is all being ran. The spiritual demon Satan, he's in charge of all this, right? And you're living a satanic lifestyle, like whether you know the truth or not. The two-thirds of the nation of Israel, you black Hispanics and Native Americans, right, men and women, you're living a satanic lifestyle, whether you're in the truth or not, or whether you know the truth or not, because your actions speak for you. All right, so whatever you invest yourself on a daily basis throughout the majority of your day or free time, right, that shows who you truly are. All right, like they say, talk is cheap. Be a doer of the word, not just a hearer. And I'm going to prove it to you that these devices, these social media apps, right? All this bullshit, Twitter, Facebook, fucking Snapchat, whatever cuckboy shit you're into, liking pictures of all these whores of Israel, who are advertising themselves, to wicked men, lusting and coveting after them, all that, right, is satanic, bro. And I'll prove it to you.
Instead, Satanism is a wholly made-up philosophy that focuses on the sanctity and the freedom of the individual. To Satanists, Satan is a symbol of mankind's free will. They don't.
You hear that? As an individual, the freedom of an individual, right? Satanism is all about free will, okay? So, as an individual, in what way does your modern day individual express themselves? How do they express themselves? How do they put themselves out there, so to speak? They do it through their fucking device, man. They do it through the internet, through social media, all right? And you are participating with that day in and day out. All right, here's another one. And man, these crackers, these goddamn devils, they're the real fucking devil, all right? Esau, Edom, these Edomites, so-called white people, you're the fucking devil, all right? But they every time they talk about religion or so-called religion, right? Every time they talk about the scriptures, they do it in a scoffing and mocking manner. But what they say about some things they say about Satanism is true. All right, so you got to take the good and get rid of the bad.
Number 4, devil. Now to get into the frequently asked questions. Do I worship the devil? No, we don't believe in the devil. That is some Christian lore, y'all. You know that the devil is a Christian construct, right?
All right, right, so the devil is not a Christian construct. She error is not known in the scriptures. The devil is actually a man, and it's a Edomite man, right? It's Esau Edom, right? The so-called white man. That is who the devil is. Okay, so of course, what are you gonna get from this scoffing, mocking, overweight, diseased, skittled hair retard? All right, looking like looking like My Little Pony and shit.
Right? Satan is the Latin word for adversary
She's right about that.
or opposition. So Satan works as a symbol to represent individuality and liberty, self-liberty.
Okay, so there you go. Self-liberty, man. And is that not what people day in and day out, is that not what they're posting online? Their little selfies of self-liberty and their little accomplishments of self, right? Is that not all you're watching and looking at when you're online? Is people exercising their so-called free will? All right, but it's all in vain, man. It's all in error and it's all in wickedness, man. It's all transgression and abomination. Because the scriptures tell you otherwise, man. In Proverbs 20 and 24, man's goings are of the Lord. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? There's no such thing as free will. You've been played. All right. 2/3 of Israel have been completely played. And now in 2019, you're playing your fucking self. There's no such thing as free will. Alright? The Lord controls everything. Alright? And you're either going to come into this truth, you're going to square yourself away, or you're not. You know? And that door of repentance, that door of repentance is closing. Right? So whatever decisions you got to make as an Israelite man or woman, Black, Hispanic, or Native American, right? The true biblical Israelites, you need to make them pretty damn quick, and you start making some damn changes in your damn life. Deuteronomy 23 and 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. And I've already brought this up a few times, alright? You're primarily, and don't fucking play yourself, don't fucking lie, definitely not gonna lie to me, alright? You men and you women of Israel, you Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Whether you know the truth or not, this is what you're consumed by. You're consumed by the whores of Israel, whore daughters of Israel, and the sodomite sons of Israel. That is who you truly follow, man. Because if it's not an Israelite woman, you know, playing some bullshit music that's talking shit about men, Cardi B, fucking, you know, Nicki Minaj, and there's an array of Beyonce, and there's an array of other sluts, man, that all they do is come on the track and talk shit about how they're equal to men, they act like men, they're better than men, you know, they shit on men, you know. And a lot of you motherfuckers have women that bump that shit while you're in the same room or you're in the same car, and you ain't got the loins, bro. You don't have it. That's why you're not a man. You're not. The only real men are the men of the Lord. Alright? And you don't have the loins to tell her to cut that shit clear the fuck off. You know? You know, talking about this and that, you know, scrub this and these niggas ain't shit and blah blah blah. What the fuck? You think that's something that they're just listening to but don't think? They think that, and they think that frequently about your ass because you ain't got it, bro. You ain't got enough of mental fortitude and testicular fortitude to shut that shit down. All right. Nor also you men, right? I see this all the time, dude. You can't stop looking at these damn whores, bro. They probably fuck. I mean, no, they do stink, bro. They don't probably stink. They do stink. Diets are all fucked up, nasty. They probably take showers instead of baths. You know, man, just a whole unclean lifestyle, bro. Whoring out. You know, been with hundreds of men, and here you are lusting after that. You know, on your phone, sending them little messages, I ams, little Snapchats. You know, man, you're pathetic. Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. And both men and women of Israel, right? You can't get enough of these damn sodomite rappers, alright? Be a user of the world, not abuser. You're gonna listen to this while you're kicking back, drinking a little yayan, little wine, sipping a few brews. Man, so be it. You're kicking back, listening to a good beat, whatever. Okay, but you're day in, day out, in your car, in your home, but earbuds in, walking around your house, walking around your work, and this is all you're fucking listening to is a bunch of faggots, bro, a bunch of faggot rappers. You need to check yourself, man. You need to seriously check yourself. All right. Also, like, be a user of the world, not abuser, man. Some of this stuff you can listen to, especially like when you're in the gym. I'm in the gym a lot. You can listen and use it as a motivating factor as far as the rhythm, the beat, goes, the bass goes, in your workouts. Keep you on point, keep you on pace, get you pumped, whatever. All right. But that's where it ends, man. Put a fucking lid on that shit. All right. These men, they're not hard, dude. They're sodomites. That means they're taking it in the ass. All right. And you along with them are getting puffed up in pride, thinking that you're hard or something. All right. The 2/3 of Israel, males specifically, you are not hard. You are playing yourself, and you're following into the snares and the nets of this goddamn devil, man, and Satanism. Okay. So I'm gonna show you a few examples. Look at this whore. All right. And remember, you can judge a person according to their appearance, man. She wants that leprous skin, and she wants that leprous yellow hair, and she even wears them contacts, and she wants leprous eyes too. All curses according to the holy scriptures, and that's what this dumb bitch wants, and that's who the majority of these women in Israel, Black, Hispanic, Native American women, they're following a slut like this. Her, Cardi B. Absolutely fake and fucking disgusting. 100%. Fake and fucking disgusting, man. Alright? And here you go. I just picked like the extreme example, Young Thug. But look, whoever you're listening to, I don't give a fuck who they are. They're following suit, man, because this is Judah. If Judah is doing it, everybody else is doing it. Your rapper is doing it. Don't fucking play yourself thinking your rapper is straight, right? And if they're not out in front with it, right? Here's that fag. All right. If they're not out straight out of the closet with it, they're doing it behind the scenes, bro. Another one. Look, Smith's son. You even got Lil Uzi Vert. Here's Puff Daddy, Kanye, Lil Wayne. Get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. Stop calling these motherfuckers hard. Stop calling them a goat, this and that. Man, get that shit out of here, man. If you really think that of these men, right, these sodomite rappers of Israel, and it's every last one of them, man, what does that say about you? What are you into, bro? The fuck? We can't let the Latina go, man. You are proud as shit. You are proud as hell, man. And you even think you're better than your sister, the so-called black woman, man. Y'all have a little beef amongst y'all just like the males do, But y'all are whores, man. Look at you. Look at this. Just whoring out. And all I had to put was black Latina selfie. That's all I had to put in there, man. Of course. And no, there's one. Here it is. It says, where's the black and Latina women that like white men? Why? Because it's the white man who's allowing you to be a fucking disgusting whore. A proud bitch. A vain one at that, And like I said, man, if the shoe fits, wear it, okay? If this isn't talking about you sisters in the truth, right? Then don't worry about it, okay? You keep doing what you need to do, right? But this is the majority of the Black, Hispanic, and Native American women right here. And look, right here, that's the spirit. It's telling you who is allowing this fuckery, okay? This dumbass shit, right? And you men, right, that have women or girlfriends or wives or whatever you want to call them, all right? I hope, but I know they are, but I hope that their profiles and their day-to-day activity don't fucking look like this. All right, and don't fucking play yourself either. You know, it is what it is, man. You know, you can lie to yourself, you can lie to others, man. You're not gonna lie to the Most High. You know, you get your woman in fucking order. All right. Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice. Ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. And that's what these women, now it's time to get on the women. That's what these women need to do. You need to listen up. You need to listen to the men of the Lord, all right? You need to listen when a righteous man's speaking, and then after you listen to what they said, then you do what the fuck they said, all right? That's how it works. And the same thing goes for men. When the men hear the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, then they have to do them, okay? And you follow suit. These women, they have to follow suit, right? Isaiah 13:16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravaged. So all this bullshit that they're doing on social media, showing their ass, showing their tits, wearing tight ass pants, you know, gym selfies and shit like that. Guess what? All that is advertising for wicked men. You're advertising for wicked men. So when the famine hits, economic crash hits, the dollar falls, you get World War III and Civil War going on here in America, in the United fucking States, in Babylon, right? Guess what? All those men that you dumb ass sluts advertise yourself to, right? You got 100 likes, you got 1,000 likes. In that day, in the day of the Lord, and during Jacob's trouble, those are going to be 100 rapes and 1,000 rapes, all right? Just to put it plainly, because you need to understand that it's real, that it's a thing, all right? And that you're being deceived by the so-called white man, the devil, all right? And it's dead ass serious, okay? And if you don't see it now, you know, hopefully the elect listen and hearken to these words. But if you don't see it now, you're gonna see it in a really fucked up way later on, okay? And also, guess what? Because the man didn't get right and keep his woman in order, and the woman didn't get right and kept being a simple ass thought, right? Guess what's gonna happen to your children, man? Because they fall under y'all's shit. They fall under y'all's protection. If the man ain't right, then the woman ain't right. If the woman ain't right, then the kid ain't right. And guess what? Their children also shall be dashed into pieces. So if you give a shit about your offspring, if you have any, or any offspring that you may have in the future, right? Get your shit together, okay? Alright, now this is Matthew 6:1, and I brought it up in the King James and in the Barney version. Alright, now here it is. It says, take heed that you do not your alms before men, to be seen of them, otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. Alright, so if right here the scriptures are telling you don't practice your righteousness in front of others just to be seen by others, how much more in wickedness? How much more boasting about a degree or a graduation or a job promotion or a new job hire or a birthday or whatever dumb shit that you're fucking taking a selfie or a picture about or a Snapchat about? How much more of that? If you're not supposed to do righteousness to be seen before man, how much greater is the abomination of you doing wickedness so you could be seen before men? All right, and that's the destruction on you if you're doing that. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. So even righteousness is done in vain if you're doing it to be seen of men. And if you're out there doing wicked fucking acts and recording yourself, taking pictures of yourself, right, to be seen before men, and you're doing it in wickedness, man, guess what waits for you? The curses, the death, and destruction, man. You know, and all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for that. You know, because we need this. we need this fire to come and come quick. All right, because this place, like, day by day, getting worse and worse and worse. And And here's what it says about boasting, man, and being proud. Alright, I want to read just a few of these. James 4 and 16. But now ye rejoice in your Slakia. But now ye rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. All of it. There's no one time where it's okay for you boasting. And not even, oh, just kidding, man, type shit. Because you motherfuckers say, I'm this and I'm that, and I did this and I did that, and I'm the best at this, well, I'm better than you at that. Guess what that is? It's boasting. Well, I was being serious. It doesn't matter. You fucking said it. You're going to be judged for every damn idle word. Alright? And those are idle words. Those are vain words that you said. That's all that matters, is that you fucking said it. Alright? And you know what? If you said it in your core, you can lie. Like I said, man, you motherfuckers love lying. You can lie to whoever you want, man. You can't lie to the Most High. Alright? You said it because you feel that way. Alright? Because you're wicked as fuck. Alright? And judgment unto you. Alright, Proverbs 27 and 2. Let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth. That's the only way that you can receive praise and boasting, is through someone else, not your fucking self. Alright? Man, this man over here, he's on his shit. Man, this man over here, he's a strong man. Oh, this man over here, he's got this or that credential. Oh, this man over here, he has this talent or that talent. Or he knows this, has this knowledge. Okay? That's other people. Alright? That let another man praise thee, not thine own mouth. Alright? It's pretty pathetic if you have to do that for yourself. Why? Because no one else is fucking saying it about you. So if no one else is saying it about you, it's probably not true, and you're just saying it in pride and in vanity. Okay? Let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth. A stranger, and not thine own lips. That's the only time when it's okay, when it's not coming out of your own damn filthy stink breath mouth. Alright? Let's see, I'll read one more. Proverbs 27 and 1. In Israel, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're real bad about this, because it's always the next quinceañera, the next cousin's birthday, the next fucking vain ass marriage, the next graduation, the next football game, viewing party, all this fucking dumbass bullshit, man. The next Halloween party, the next New Year's, the next Christmas, the next Thanksgiving with you and your disgusting family, right? It says, Proverbs 27 and 1, boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. And that's all it ever is, Oh, look, this is us here. Well, the next time we get together, oh, this is this Thanksgiving. Well, next Thanksgiving, well, this is this quinceañera. Well, so-and-so is having their next quinceañera. Man, you know what? I hope you never fucking see that next fucking event. And I hope that event, along with the people in it, are completely engulfed in flames. Alright? And that's judgment according to the scriptures, alright? Because it is all vanity. It is all bullshit. Those are all it's all paganism, right? It's all being proud. It's all being boastful. It's all in vanity, bro. Right? It just needs to go the fuck away. This is Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. Hey, set yourself up for failure, please, right? Now, there's a lot of things that the devil, the so-called white man, does to Israel, right? He writes unrighteous laws. He fucks with you at work. He fucks with your kids. He wants to vaccinate your kids. He taxes you and charges you for every little fucking thing. He keeps you poor. All right, that's the devil. All right? But pride, that's a self thing. All right? That's you doing that to your fucking self. That's something you can fucking help. Okay? Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Alright? And this is proud, and this is haughty. Look at me, I graduated. Look at me, I got a job. You know what I'm saying? It's just never ending fucking me fucking bullshit, man. This is pride, right? And no country is more proud than the so-called United States, which is Babylon the Great, man. This is Babylon, right? The whore daughter right here. Okay? And these are the philosophies which Babylon and the so-called white man, the devil, push. These are and then everybody follows suit. Of course, you gotta have Jake, right there. God damn, right? And they're just, look at it, man. Just whatever happened to living your damn life, man? Why do you gotta be proud and record or take a picture of your vanity, bro? Doesn't mean shit. Look at this, proud as all hell, right? He's real proud. Look, he got with a light enough woman to have a stupidly light skinned baby. You know, he's like, yeah, man, I had me a Steph Curry. Yeah, feeling real good. Look at this Sambo, man, just proud. Okay, I graduated from college. Look at this. Look at this. Vacation. Look at that. Boasting, man. Pride. Haughtiness. Alright? And you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're worse, man. You're much worse. Why? Because you have more vain traditions than anyone. Right? So-called Mexicans, you Latinos, you're the fucking worst. You, every fucking other day is a cousin's birthday, a baby's christening, some slut's quinceañera. Like, every other fucking day, you do not fucking stop with it, and you have to do it fucking so big every time. Let that be destruction unto you and your loved ones, man. Psalms 11 and 5. All right, now another thing that I wanted to kind of end off with, but last, like they say, last but not least, right? This is another. This is another vexation of the spirit right here, man. This shit right here, man, above all this other shit, right, is even more asinine to deal with, right? And it's vexing because all we need is 144,000 men, blacks, Hispanics, Native American men, and 1/3 of Israel to come together on one accord through this word, through the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, so we can get the fuck out of here. But instead, we got you fucking dirtbags out there, right? Wannabe tough guys, you little baby gangsters, you women and children in men's bodies, who think you're all so hard, alright? You love violence. And that's another thing you invest your time on, your time in, when you're on your little satanic device, is watching fights, man. Okay, and it's one thing to be watching like a video of the brothers prophesying in the street, on the highways and byways, pushing out the words of the Holy Scriptures, and seeing somebody run up and get knocked out. They got knocked out because of judgment, and usually it's Esau, so-called white man. He runs up, gets knocked out. That's one thing. Or when you see judgment, like a white man, being the damn devil, talking shit to Jake, an Israelite, and then that Israelite, posts up, defends himself, defends his honor, and knocks that Edomite cold out. That's judgment of the Heavenly Father. Good, so be it. And that's every now and then, when you come across a video like that. Very, very rarely, almost, once in a blue moon. But what you Israelite men are doing, right, is you seek these out and you watch them for not for a short period of time, man. I'm talking about endless minutes, maybe even hours, right? And what do you think? You think you're learning how to fight through osmosis? All right, don't play yourself, okay? You're a lover of violence is what it is, right? And I'm going to tell you what the scriptures say about someone who loves violence, someone who's sitting there and watching fight compilations, watching Israel fight Israel, right? Which is the fucking worst, because that's a curse. You're entertaining yourself with the curse on our own people and death to you, all right? You're entertaining yourself with Israel versus Israel, okay? And that, man, that is a big majority of the problem that Israel has right now, as far as delaying the day of the Lord. All right, we actually need blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to come together in unity and brotherhood, pushing this word, so we can fucking get the hell out of here. All right, but you're entertaining yourself with that chaos, with that violence amongst brethren. All right, let that be a curse unto you. Okay. Psalms 11:5. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. Barney version. All right, for you thick-headed Israelites out there who just don't get it. All right, who are probably gonna watch a fight compilation video a day or have already watched one. Okay, the Lord examines the righteous, but the wicked, those who love violence, like the so-called white man, your daddy, the devil, whose belt loop you're holding, he hates with a passion. The Lord hates those who love violence, man. And you prove your love for violence by watching violence and being entertained by it. Being entertained by a curse that your northern and southern kingdoms of Israel have. And you're either watching northern on northern, so-called Latinos and Native Americans, you're either watching them fight each other, you're watching southern kingdom against southern kingdom, you're watching Judah, Benjamin, and Levi fight each other, or you're watching the southern kingdom fight the northern kingdom. All right, which goes all the way back to our first captivities, man, when we were kicked out of Jerusalem. We've been doing that since then, but now here in 2019, you find it amusing, and you find it fucking entertaining. All right, and that's why I say, whatever judgment that the Lord has for you, I'm with it. I'm 110,000% with it. Okay, you need to put it down. You need to come out of that fucking shit, man. It's bullshit. Okay, and like I said, the hopeful elect, a member of the 1/3 of Israel, a hopeful member of the 144,000, you will come out of it. Okay, so if the shoe fits, just wear it, man. You know, be a man, be a true man of the Lord. All right, and look, all I had to put in was fight compilation. Number 1, World Star. All right, Jakes, more Jakes, whore ass women, more Jakes. You see what I'm saying? Women, that's unruly as fuck too. Women fighting, man. Should be in the fucking house taking care of children, and these bitches are out here fighting. Jake. And you deadbeat dirtbag, ass clown, ass Jakes out there, 2/3 of Israel, right? Blacks, Hispanics, and this is all you watch, man. I've been in rooms where motherfuckers have watched these compilations back to back for hours on ends, man, you know? And it just in all, like, how much more of an animal of human swine can you be to amuse yourself with this? Okay, the Lord hates you with a passion, by the way. All right, women, Jakes, more Jakes, prison fights, more Jakes, women. You see that? It's hardly even Esau or Edom out here, man. It's you fucking Jakes, bro. Look at this. That's the spirit. Northern versus Southern. Alright? Bug the hell out. Bug the hell out, man. Right? And you want this. You want this to happen amongst Israel. Okay? You not only you entertaining yourself with the curse that's on Israel, but by doing so, you're condoning that. You're condoning that shit. Alright? Now this is 2nd Ezra's 15, and I'm gonna read 18. Alright? Now this is for those who think you're hard. For one reason or another, Jake always thinks he's hard. Alright? Because he played sports in high school, sports in college, because he got locked up, because, I don't know, because he used to hustle, because he used to sell a little weed, little coke. Like, all of a sudden you're hard. For some fucking reason, that makes you hard. I don't know. I've never understood it. But, you know, you're not hard. Okay, that's what I'm here to tell you. The words that are found in the Holy Scriptures, right? I'm doing my best to convey these words of the Lord. Okay, and I'm here to tell you that you are not hard. That the only hard ass, real ass men out there are the men of the Lord in the ancient times and today, who are doing the same work, right? Pushing prophecy, right? Trying their best to follow the law, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father. Okay? So is this 2nd Ezra 15:18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Alright? You're not going to help that. You can play yourself right now all you want and convince yourself you're hard for this, that, and the fucking third. You know, a lot of Latino men think they're hard because they slave 16-hour days throwing down cement or putting up houses. So the fuck what? How's that make you hard? That makes you a good, hardworking slave. That's what that makes you. But it doesn't make you a man. Okay? Here's 37. Okay? And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. Alright? That's lottie-dottie everybody, right? Except the elect, the remnant of Israel, right? Who's going to hearken to these words, that's not going to sit there and play themselves thinking they're hard as fuck in a worldly sense. Alright? No. You get right with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and that makes you hard. That makes you a man. Okay? Isaiah 54:17. Now this is what a real man of the Lord, right? This is what they have in store for them. Okay? Because they feared only Yahweh. They feared only the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? Because of that, they followed the law, statutes, and commandments that were in the Holy Scriptures, as well as prophesying and pushing this word. Alright? So that right there fortified them mentally. Alright? It put on spiritual armor, so to speak, for them to actually act as men when hard times come. Alright? Like war, pestilence, famine, mass rape, mass murders. Alright? Natural disasters. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh. Okay? That is a man right there. Okay? Servants of the Lord, servants of Yahweh, those are the men. And those are the men which no weapon will prosper against. Alright? Because that's another thing. You know, these men, you either take pride in your hands or you take pride in a weapon. But either way, if you're not a man of the Lord, both of those are going to fail you miserably, and the Most High is going to send some Spetsnaz troops to run up and down your fucking house, bound you up, and have their way with your women. Flat out. And I just read that. Alright? Here's another one. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of sound mind. Now love is following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. And sound mind is a healthy mind or a healthy heart, right? Which you don't pollute through your eye watching some bullshit. Alright? For God, and this is the elect, right? The elect, the 1/3 of Israel and the 144 true and only real men, right? The 144,000 real men of the Lord, the kings and priests of the nation of Israel, right? And the men that are found in the 1/3 of Israel as well, right? They're not going to have the spirit of fear. But as for the rest of you, right? Dirtbags, right? Proud, boastful, vain, lovers of violence, can't get your phone out your butt, can't let it charge to fucking 10%. Alright? You you're going to have your hands on your loins like a woman giving birth, screaming and crying like a little bitch, completely fucking helpless to defend your fucking family, your fucking self, your women, and your kids. That's what's going to happen. Alright? And I say that in all sincerity, and I say that out of tough love for the men of Israel that want to do right. Alright? That's real love. Rebuke and correction. And with that, you know what? You women, you know, you got it easy on this one. But whatever I said about the men, that goes 100 times towards you women. Alright? 10,000 times for you women. Because you're infinitely worse. But it's the men that need to be sealed. It's 144,000 men that need to be sealed. So that's who really needs to hear this word. Alright? As of right now. And with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the brothers pushing this truth. You know, I hope this was edifying for the 1/3 of Israel, as well as the 144,000 elect men. Okay, and for the rest of you, for the 2/3 of Israel that aren't going to get right, that aren't going to hearken to these words, death to you, destruction to you. All right, death and destruction to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and death to America.